first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7. Allen going to change this at the line. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. On play action, Allen. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Robinson up the middle. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Brought down on the play by Kayvon Thibodeau. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Allen now looks to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive, but the way they've spread the football around, here they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really...
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamar Chase, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point safely through, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Rolling to his left. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down. Well, he bought as much time as he could there, but eventually his clock expired.
It certainly did because they were bootlegging him out of the pocket, and I think he had some indecision as whether to run or throw. And that indecision, it wound up costing him in a big way.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. Touchdown! Jamar Chase. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went real.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
And now they'll shift things around. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd. But you look at this defense. They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And that is caught. But how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
A pretty wild first quarter, 21-7, our score. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. Robinson with another carry. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. His defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you could build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking long for Thomas. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As must be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And his kick is indeed good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Allen off the play fake. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Here's Allen. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Well, you've certainly got to be on your toes defensively when you're facing Josh Allen. He can hit you from any angle. He's got arguably the strongest arm in the business, and he uncorks a deep one here, but that one falls incomplete.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in.
It got his man complete. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants continue to pull away here in this first half. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Allen. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kayvon Thibodeau in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Throwing now is Allen. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Now Allen. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other and trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
They'll throw now on the final play. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
A throw right side caught by Neighbors.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 49 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year.
And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Play action. Now it's Allen. He finds his man. Complete. It's Ferguson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Allen going to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
I didn't have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one. But I don't think they're built like that.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Commanders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Allen will try to throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And he'll get in for the score. And that's going to cut the lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He will find his man Chase complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. And that is caught downfield by Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25. Back to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
2nd and 3. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Brian Thomas, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Now Allen throwing on second down. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. Big yardage that time for Washington. 47 yards. Allen now on first down. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control. And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Giants. Malik Neighbors halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Giants look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. So holding will scratch off some of that return. And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Allen. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man, complete. Tack on 15 more for the face mask, and that becomes a huge play. Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Allen. Left side to Lamb. Touchdown, Washington. CeeDee Lamb with career touchdown number 109. That ties it with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll look to throw here on first down.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
Brian Thomas
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Giants tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter.
They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
On play action, Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone, and that is incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to go up top again.
And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing is Allen on third.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Escaping the pressure right.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Now they'll audible to something else.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Open man is Chase, complete.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. They'll look to throw again. He'll air it out deep for Thomas.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Giants, they moved back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.
talking about. Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said.